Let me ask you something. Mahina na nga ang pasaporte ng Pilipinas. Strikto pa ang imigrasyon. May pa-travel tax pa kayo. The Philippine passport is weak. Immigration is strict. And don't get me started on the travel tax. Think about that. Filipinos are hardworking, talented, globally respected, but every time they travel, it's always a battle. And here's the kicker. It's not the people's fault. It's the system, the government, the policies. What's up, guys? This is Dee, and today we are talking about why the Philippine passport is weak, why immigration is unnecessarily strict, and why ordinary Filipinos are the ones paying the price. And trust me, it's worse than you think. Welcome back to the channel. So let's be all real. The Philippine passport is not strong. Globally, it's ranked in the lower half for visa-free access. That means most countries require a visa. Processing can take weeks, sometimes months, more interviews, more documents, and more fees. And yes, you might still get denied entry even if you followed every rule. Compare this to Singapore, to Japan, Thailand. Smaller populations, fewer OFWs, but their passports carry weight. Why? Because trust matters. A passport is more than a travel document. It's actually a reputation card. And right now, the Philippine passport sends a different message. It sounds like our citizens might overstay, we can't fully trust them. And that is a policy problem, not a people problem. Minsan, yung mga ganyang sitwasyon, yun yung nakakainis. You know? Pero, that's a reality. And here's where people get defensive. But let's call it like it is. The Philippine passport is weak because of policy, government systems, and international perception, not because Filipinos are incapable. So let's start with first, high labor export and low domestic opportunity. Imagine millions of Filipinos work abroad, and when you say abroad, the perception is baka magstay illegally. Meanwhile, the government hasn't created enough local jobs. And second one, corruption and inefficiency. Passport processing is slow. Errors happen. Systems are inconsistent. Other countries see this and question the reliability of Filipino travelers. You can see the domino effect. The third one is the strict exit rules. The government requires multiple documents, approvals, and clearances before you can even leave. And the result, citizens overprepare, which abroad can actually make you look like guilty. And lastly, limited diplomacy and agreements visa waiver agreements are scarce. Bilateral negotiation power is low. The world sees it. It's not the citizens' fault, it's the policy. So the bottom line, weak passport means policy failure and not people failure. And now, here's the part that really makes me shake my head. Filipinos are constantly told to over prepare when traveling, like bring everything, like high school or college diplomas, training or any certificates, resume or employment letters, bank statements, and sometimes even proof of your family ties. The government literally says, always be ready, immigration may ask for proof. So we follow the rules, right? We do everything we're told to. But here's the thing, those same documents, our proof, become red flags abroad. You know why? Because think about that for a second. The government says, be prepared, while the world says, why are you carrying that? Why do you have all those documents? Why are you carrying employment papers? Are you planning to work illegally? Why is your bank statement so detailed? Mag-overstay ka ata. Why are you bringing school certificates? Your diplomas? Training certificates? Are you moving permanently? It's absurd. You do everything right, and you're punished for it. Let me give you some real scenarios. Things I've heard from travelers. A Filipino student travels with an acceptance letter and proof of funds for school. They get detained for hours, interrogated, questioned, asked for every single detail of their life. All because they were prepared. They had all the documents. Next, a worker brings employment documents to show they have a legit job abroad. And now immigration officers suspect them of illegal work anyway. Hours of questions, stress, unnecessary humiliation. A family brings school certificates for their kids. So, of course, the foreign officers immediately ask, "Are you moving permanently?" Even if the family's plans are short term, they are treated like criminals. So, what's happening here? The system tells Filipinos to over prepare because immigration is strict at home. And then the international system punishes them for it. Nakakainis. Super. And let's not forget the psychological toll. Imagine, walking through an airport with documents neatly organized and feeling proud that you followed all the rules, only to be stared down and interrogated for hours. It's humiliating, stressful, and unfair. So some travelers even avoid bringing documents altogether. But then what happens? They're suspected for not being prepared. It's honestly a no win situation. And here's the bitter irony: Filipinos are trained to travel like suspects, just so they won't get in trouble. And yet, traveling responsibly becomes the reason you're questioned. And this is policy backfiring against its own citizens. The government set these rules to protect us, but abroad, in foreign countries, it becomes a trap. And that sad truth, many Filipinos will pay fines, will miss flights, get detained, or even deported, not because they did anything wrong, but because the system doesn't understand how to trust its own citizens. That's it. Just think about it. If the government truly empowered its people, made clear, fair travel rules, and built a strong passport system, this wouldn't even be an issue. But until that happens, Filipinos just keep paying and paying the price. And let me make this clear: this is not an attack on Filipinos. We all know Filipinos are skilled, resilient, globally respected, hardworking. This is about policies, the government systems, and international perception. A strong passport comes from economic stability, reliable government systems, clear migration rules, respect for citizen rights, not fear, not strict exit rules, not interrogation at airports. Mahina ang Philippine passport. Hindi dahil sa mga Pinoy, kundi dahil sa system failure. Until the government chooses empowerment over suspicion, Filipinos will continue paying the price, both at home and abroad. Travel should never feel like a crime. Carrying your documents should never make you feel like guilty, should not make you look guilty. Filipinos deserve better, and the world deserves to see the real Filipinos: the talented, hardworking, prepared, not suspects. So that's it for today's episode. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. This is Dee, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.